To every woman who has ever felt like she wasn't enough. You feel it in your gut before you even see it. A glance that lingers too long. A flicker of distraction when another woman walks by. The way his phone suddenly tilts away when you enter the room. You tell yourself, it's nothing. You tell yourself, I'm being insecure. You tell yourself, he loves me, he chose me. And yet, the feeling doesn't go away. Because deep down, in a part of you that you don't want to admit exists, you know. You know that no matter how much you love him, no matter how much you give, no matter how beautiful or kind or loyal you are, it will never be enough to stop his eyes from wandering. Not because you aren't enough, not because you aren't desirable, not because you aren't the best woman he's ever had, but because he's a man. The truth about men. Men love to say, I'm not like the others. They swear they don't look. They swear they don't think about it. They swear they only want you, and maybe they mean it in that moment. But the truth is, all men feel it. They can be happy, they can be in love, they can be devoted, faithful, and never act on it. But somewhere deep inside there will always be a hunger for more. More variety, more excitement, more newness. The best ones fight it, the worst ones chase it. But not a single one of them is immune to it. And that truth, it will shatter you if you let it. Because as a woman, you don't just want love. You want to be the only one. You want to be the one he looks at and never needs to look away from. You want to be the only body he ever craves, the only mind he ever needs, the only soul that ever makes him whole. And when you realize that no matter how much he loves you, his nature will never let him be blind to others, it makes you feel invisible, like just another option. Like you're constantly competing with women you haven't even met, like you will never be special enough to make him forget that other women exist. And that pain, that's what breaks you. So what do? You have two choices. You can let it consume you, spend your life feeling paranoid, picking yourself apart, wondering if you'll ever be enough, or you can accept the truth and take your power back. Because the problem was never you. You were never lacking. You were never not enough. You were everything. And if a man's desire for variety makes you feel small, if his wandering eyes make you feel replaceable, if his nature makes you feel powerless, remember this, he will never find another you. Be the woman who can't be replaced. Men chase newness, but what they never forget is the one woman who made them feel something deeper. Be the woman who owns herself. Be the woman who doesn't fear competition because there is none. Be the woman who stands so strong in her worth that a man knows if he loses her, there is no second chance. And when you find the man who chooses you not because he doesn't see other women, but because he chooses to ignore them, that's the man worth loving. So don't break yourself trying to be his every fantasy. Don't beg for his attention. Don't compete with illusions. Don't waste your energy proving yourself. Be the woman he never gets over. Because at the end of the day, the men who chase variety always lose. But the men who recognize true value, they hold on to it with everything they have.